On November 4th, 2025, Oakland puzzle company co-owner Deanna Tibbs went to Games of Berkeley to meet up with Roberto Santiago, longtime Berkeley resident and founder of the famous Facebook group Your Mom Is So Berkeley, which was the inspiration behind our new 1,000-piece puzzle. First, he unboxed the puzzle, seeing it for the first time. Then he talks to us about his life in Berkeley and the origins of the Facebook group. Here's what he had to say.
Let's kind of move that and give ourselves some space here. So basically, I grew up in Berkeley, with my mom. And for most of my life, it was just me and my mom. And then I moved out when I was 17, and I started doing college and living my adventurous life as an adult. And then in 2007, my mom died, unfortunately, cancer. And my little brother was still 17, so he needed some support.
Wow.
So me and my fiance decided we were going to come back to Berkeley, which is something we'd been trying to do anyway. We were living in DC, and we didn't see ourselves like living there forever. We wanted to come back. We just needed to be able to do it. And so we did, and I got like the quickest, easiest job I could find. And I was there working in a call center, and, the Fridays were pretty slow. And so I had a coworker who, it turned out that my mom wrote an article for, I believe, The Guardian about his mom.
Oh, wow.
Who's a dance teacher.
Uh-huh.
And so he said he was at his mom's house, and the article was like on the wall. She had it like the newspaper page up on the wall in a frame. And so then I don't know how we started making these jokes. We started lobbing back and forth these whole like, well, your mom is so Berkeley. We did that for like 45 minutes, and Facebook was very new at the time. I was like, well, some people I know might actually think this is funny. So I wrote down like all the ones I could remember, and I put them into a note. This is before there were like really groups or pages or whatever. Put it in a note, and people, my friends, mostly my high school friends, started commenting on this note. And then I think I did turn it into like whatever the next iteration of whatever was. And then eventually it was the group, and people started joining it. I guess the New York Times was really hard up for content, like dwindling advertising, so they had to fill space or something. But the New York Times decided that it was going to be worth putting in the New York Times, and then we got a little bit of press around that time for it.
Readership boost.
Yeah. But for the most part, it's just been really grown really organically. Like at one time, it like almost stopped, and Facebook was doing this thing where they were like, well, if no one's interacted in your group in a while, we're gonna archive it. And so I sent out a message to everyone. I said, I don't usually send out these like group messages because I don't like bothering people. But, it looks like this is ending. It was a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And then all of a sudden people were like, no, what do we do? And I said, well, start making more jokes. And so they did, and we're still going today. It's pretty funny. But I never thought that, making some jokes with a coworker in 2007 would become a puzzle.
Well, it's a great idea. So, and it actually has visual opportunities. So, and I think I've been in the group pretty much since it started. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's really something. And I love when you showed me the design. Oh, those are edge pieces. When you sent me the design, I just thought it was so cool. Like there's so many little details if you really like sit here and look at everything, like just picking up just so many little bits. And, you know, you've been in this apartment
That's right.
growing
Yeah.
up, like,
Yep.
you know, and you know, like behind, like from where your vantage point where you're standing, there's like couches with a bunch of laundry on them, and you know, every flat
Right.
surface is covered in some sort of, you know, tchotchke from the trip to Peru or whatever it is, like,
Or you've painted your own kitchen cabinets crazy colors.
right, or you know, right. There's even more ferns and things hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's really something.